The station built by the bands for the fans. Infernal Rock Radio, Bound for Severance there, and Revival. Bound for Severance is on the phone with us right now, live from Appleton, Wisconsin. Gentlemen, how you doing today?
Not bad, man. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for coming in and taking the time to be on the show today. Let's start out first by just kind of going around the room and tell us who you are and what you do in the band.
My name's Tristan. I play guitar.
I'm Jimmy. I play bass.
And I'm Kip, 2 Ps, and I play drums.
We were joking about that off the air. 2 Ps and Kip. Hey, Tristan, you guys just released your debut album back in July. How's that going for you guys? And tell us a little bit about the recording process.
As far as like selling and stuff goes, it's actually been pretty consistent as far as we can keep them playing shows and whatnot. But the recording process was kind of, I shouldn't say run of the mill. We did it out of a buddy's basement here in a nearby city, and the guy knew what he was doing, so we just kind of went with it.
Cool. Jimmy, Jenny Drees from the Scene newspaper wrote about Bound for Severance. She said the 4-man band from Appleton has shot out of the corners of the Northeast Wisconsin to give new metal scene a run for its money. What do you think she means by that?
I think it's I don't know, up here it's a lot of like real death metal bands, and ours is a little bit different from that.
Yeah, it's either your death metal or like your pop punk band up here, most of it, and we're kind of that in between everything.
Cool. Hey Kip, we haven't picked on you yet with 2 Ps. What are some of the band's influences, and how do you integrate those like into your writing and your songs?
Well, me, for the most part, I grew up listening to like Rush and Kansas and Foghat, and those are the kind of bands that I listen to. I listen to classic rock. Neil Peart's my favorite drummer, blah, blah, blah. And then I like some of the new metal, All the Remains, As I Lay Dying, things like that. Seven Dust, yeah, they're definitely a big influence. Tristan, for sure, is a Pantera guy through and through. Always has been, always will be. Jimmy, he's just all over the place. I can't really put a finger on him. He's a bass player.
Punk rock bass instead of metal.
Say no more,
right? Tristan, what's your opinion of the rock and metal scene there in northeastern Wisconsin?
When we first started a year ago, it was kind of non-existent, but it's been getting together actually quite nicely. Like a lot of bands are finally starting to work together, and shows have been getting more and more successful, and more bands actually being interested from outside cities to come here finally.
What bands have you guys played with up there, and any particular shows that kind of stick out that was a lot of fun or interesting things happen there?
The last Merry Metal Christmas show. We do a Christmas show every year on December 23rd at the VFW Hall in Appleton. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. The room's really big. There's 220 people there. I mean, there were 7 bands. It was one of the best shows that I think that we've ever been a part of as a band. That and Loud and Proud. Loud and Proud was another one. It was the first Fox Valley Metal Festival. We had 12 bands. It was an all-day event. It was just, the way it's going up here lately is it's starting to take off, and people are starting to take notice. Things are happening, and it's going to continue to happen because we've got such a great connection between bands.
Yeah, and some of the bands that we do work with a lot, like as far as playing out in shows with, is like Roses for the Dead, 5-man, Evoked is another one.
Stillgray
Sky. And then I think there's a few out-of-towners that we've used, Stepwise from Sheboygan.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Very good band. I don't think we've gotten a chance to bring any up from Madison just yet, and we've been looking into Milwaukee bands too as well, but
A couple of the bands that you had mentioned there, 5-Man and Roses for the Dead, they're all Bastard Den alums, great bands. In fact, we opened the show up today with some 5-Man. They're a freaking fantastic band.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So what's on the calendar for Bound for Severance? Where are you guys going to be playing out at?
Right now, we don't really have a whole lot on the books, but
We're in the process of writing some new shredness.
even though we just released an album in July.
We're busy bees. Our singer Derek, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, writes like 12 songs a night. So it's kind of hard to keep up.
Is he on acid or something like that?
He's high on acid.
Is he high on acid?
No, he's just extremely talented. Like, the kid's sick.
I love that term, high on acid, or tripping on marijuana. That's hilarious. So no upcoming shows, but you guys are doing some writing right now. When do you see a new album coming out?
Probably next. Yeah, probably next year. Like we wanted this last album that we just released. We probably we wrote it out in about 6 months and recorded it in about another 4. But this one we got. Yeah, this one we wanted to actually get all the probably write about a good 17 tunes, and then just actually analyze them to the nth degree until they are in our eyes perfect and ready to record. And there's no
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And if we wanted to check out Bound for Severance, buy your CD, check out your tunes, and send you an email, how do we do that?
Tim?
You can find our CD on either iTunes or cdbaby.com. We have MySpace, Reverb Nation, Twitter, Facebook.
Anything internet related, pretty much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you want a hard copy of the disc, always come out to our shows, and we're more than willing to give you guys one of them.
Check the MySpace.
Sounds good. Now, Kip, was it you that you were single? We were kind of kidding around off air here.
No, Tristan is single. I'm definitely not single.
Okay, so Tristan, this is your
I'm the
big
bastard of the group. I am the only single person.
This is your big moment. If there's some lucky men out there, I mean women.
How did I know that was coming?
Ouch.
Well, this is the bastard den after all.
Jimmy's interested. That's why he's saying that.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in on the show today. We do appreciate it, and we look forward to hearing some Bound for Severance in the near future here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We got some shows at the Frequency coming up probably pretty soon around springtime, so be looking out for that.
The Frequency. Cool. That's the best venue in Madison right there.
Yeah, except for when the van breaks down.
Yeah. Well, that's part of the rock and roll lifestyle right there.
Yeah, we were driving down there last November, and our transmission blew, and we were stuck in Madison at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nice.
Oh, no.
That's never good. All right, hey guys, we appreciate it. Let's check out some Bound for Severance right now, a second tune. We also have another tune coming up, Outcast, but this one's called A Perfect View. It's Bound for Severance in the Bastard Den on Infernal Rock Radio.